Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, we all knew that the celebration of the launch of the Amotekun Southwest Security Organization was a bit premature because we knew that the Fulanis would move against it, and move against it they have done as Mallam Buhari moves to seize control of Amotekun. As guys, I bring you this. Afenifere others reject control of Amotekun by Nigeria's Inspector General of Police. So Mallam Buhari has now moved to seize control of that Southwest security outfit, an outfit that was set up, by the way, to counterweigh against the banditry of Mallam Buhari and the Inspector General of Police's tribesmen who are marauding throughout Yoruba land, ravaging and savaging. So they are now looking to seize control of that outfit now that has been launched by the Yoruba people, as again Afenifere others reject control of Amotekun by Nigeria's Inspector General of Police. So now let's now see what the battle is between the Yorubas and the Malamis. Yoruba socio-political organization Afenifere has rejected plans by the Nigerian government to use the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, to determine and control the structure of Amotekun and other security outfits in the states. National Publicity Secretary of Afenifere, Yinka Odumakin, disclosed this whilst speaking to correspondents on Wednesday in reaction to a statement credited to the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu. Odumakin said the plan by the Inspector General of Police to determine and control the structure of Amotekun and other security outfits in states was an attempt aimed at muzzling and whittling down the operations of such outfits using command and control. Odumakun said it was an indication that the President Muhammadu Buhari-led government was not interested in the security of lives and properties of Nigerian citizens. He said that the Southwest region would resist any attempts to truncate or thwart the operations of Amotekun, which is backed by law passed by the 6 states parliaments. He said they are not interested in the security of Nigerians. What they are interested in is command and control and to be in charge. The moment you submit Amotekun to the control of the Inspector General of Police, that is the end of it. We will reject such a move. Commander of Ondo State Security Network Agency, Adetunji Adeleye, said the Amotekun Corporation cannot be subsumed under the guise of community policing by the Nigerian government. Adeleye told correspondents that Amotekun was a grassroots security outfit that already had its own legal backing. He said the security outfit was established to complement efforts of existing security agencies in the Southwest region to curtail crime. Adeleye said the Amotekun Corporation is a baby of the law set up for policing and protection of its own people. You cannot subject the structure of the Amotekun Corporation to the directive from the Inspector General of Police or any other legal entity. All Amotekun does is to complement all existing security agencies in the country, including the police. The Constitution guarantees states to also have its own security outfits. So far, they are backed up by laws guiding their operation. There is a law put in place which has even been passed by state houses of assembly guiding the operations of the Amotekun Corporation. Whilst noting that the state was not against the government to create community policing, Adeleye said they have already fashioned out a way to protect people of the region. On his own part, the spokesman of the United Niger Delta Energy Development Security Strategy, Tony Urata said Garba Shehu had a right to his views but cannot decide for the people on how they would secure their lives and property in the face of the challenges of insecurity confronting the nation. He called on the governors in the South and Southeast to team up in solidarity and support the Southwest governors to ensure that Amotekun was not hijacked by the federal Nigerian government. Urata said, "We seize this opportunity to call on governors and state parliaments of Southeast and South states to expedite the process of establishing their own regional security outfit and demand that they solidarize with the government of the Southwest to ensure that Amotekun was not hijacked by the federal government in any way." So this is now the latest position now with this now thing. So you can see the one thing that we can all agree on is that the Nigerian project is a failed project. So we can all agree on that, but what that means we might not all agree on, because of course the Nigerian project is a failed project, but then what happens next is the next question. So a lot of people, at least some people within some parts, are of the thought that it's a complete secession is really the solution to break the country up and form nations within it, because there's sufficient enough of nations within the Nigerian state to stand independently. There are over 60 million Igbo people. That is almost twice the size of Ghana, and Ghana is a standalone country. It's almost 6 times the size of Togo. There are about 60-70 million Yoruba people as well. That's almost 10 times the size of Benin Republic. So there's enough within Nigeria to break away. So there's a school of thought that secession is really the solution to this. There's another school of thought that confederation is really the solution to it, and that school of thought is the school of thought that has been brought up within the Nigerian setting, and they have no other identity outside of being Nigerian, and they want to hold on to that, but not in its present configuration. So that school of thought would have Nigeria be a confederation, so that it will be a loose arrangement. So the northern regions will have their regions, the eastern regions will have their regions. If the South wants to have their region, they can have their region, and the Yoruba certainly will have their regions too. So we have almost autonomy within our own region to self-determine, and the things that then we converge under are things like national security, etc., etc. So a loose and a very weak, not so potent central governance with a very strong regional governance within it. So that's the confederate sort of system that the other school of thought would have you follow as a direction for the future of the country, because of course we have had 60, nearly 70 years of this continuum of this Nigerian experiment, and there has never been any point in time that the Nigerian project was ever a success. It has always been a failure all the way through. So now, coming up to 70 years old, it is now time for us now to put our hands up and say that what these British people left behind is a complete failure. Because if you look at the configuration of Nigeria, it's like made up of totally disparate people. The mindset of a Fulani man is as removed from the mindset of a Yoruba man as so that the Fulani man or the Yoruba man might well be a China man. So the difference between the mindset of a Fulani man and a Yoruba man could well be the difference between a Fulani man, a Yoruba man, and a Chinese man. It's a totally completely different worldview, orientation, everything. And we can say that for the Igbos as well. So we're completely different in our orientation, we're completely different in our worldview, we're completely different in what is important to us, we're completely different in the entirety of all of the differences that makes up the human dynamic. But then of course you can say that it is that difference that makes us unique, and I can agree with that to some extent, but then we have not then meshed pushed together enough, because the Fulani man will only look to his own. I mean, you can only look at Mallam Buhari to see the example. Wall-to-wall Fulani governance. Every appointment is a Fulani man, even though they are not qualified and they are not educated, but he only trusts his own people from his region and his religion. So that is a mindset right there. The only person really that really leans towards the Nigerian project is probably the Yoruba man, because we understand that if we get that Nigerian project right, the potency is a global potency. But the Igbos are already fed up with it. They want to go their own way. The Northerners just see it as an opportunity to loot petrodollars, and they will continue to loot petrodollars till somebody finds a way to stop them. They are, of course, they are never going to stop looting the petro. Why would they stop looting the petrodollars when there's no reason to do that? So the Nigerian experiment is a failed experiment, and the panacea now, the beginnings of the regionalization of the Nigerian entity, is this Amotekun now. So if we are able to push through this Amotekun project and have it under our own autonomy, so effectively a Southwest security outfit, if we can get it together and get it registered and have it under our control, then we can easily or gradually ease the Nigerian police force off our streets, because it would then be duplicitous, because we have our own security agencies. So there's no need to have the Nigerian, so they can stay either in their barracks or move to the borders or go to the north. So if we have that and we create our own economy, I think there's oil in Lagos and Ondo, and so already the beginnings of an autonomous nation is starting to spring, and there's nothing that establishes and speaks autonomy more than a security force. Conversations in the comment section, the fight back from the Fulanis, as ever, is led by Mallam Buhari, and the pushback this time around is against the Yorubas. Come share thoughts, but before you do that, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. The bell button notifies you every time I drop on a video. Click on like as well, because that helps with the YouTube algorithm. Come tell me then in the comment section this move that Mallam Buhari is making to seize control of Amotekun, what you are making of it. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section, but here I say peace.